This is your Shafeek sir. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today also I am going to explain the one important topic for you for the intermediate students purpose, inter first year students purpose. These topics are very important one for the annual examination purpose. What is called the supply? What is the meaning of supply? What is called the production supply function? And what factor determine the supply? So today I will try to explain this topic for the short answer purpose, which is most important one. So carefully listen my class. So until the end of my video, everyone listen that. So before that, everyone subscribe my channel. Who are not subscribe my channel, so subscribe my channel and share and like my channel. Okay. So listen here. What is called the law of supply? Other things remains constant. If the price of the good increases, its supply also increases. The price of the good decreases, its supply also decreases. Other things remains constant. Means your taste, preferences, technology, and your attitudes. So all these things, if they remains constant, if the price of the good increases, if the price of the good increases, supply also increases. If the price of the good decreases, supply also decreases. This is called the law of supply. Before that, what is called the supply? Supply is nothing but the amount of goods offered for a sale. The amount of goods offered for a sale at a given price. This is called the supply. The amount of goods offered for a sale at a given price is called the supply. So, for example, 10 rupees price of the any one commodity, how much goods are ready to sell that by the seller? 100 goods, 200 goods, whatever it is. That is called the amount of goods offered for a sale at a given price is called the supply. So according to this law of supply, other things remains constant. If the price of the good increases, if the price of the good increases, if the price of the goods increases, its supply also increases. Supply also increases. The price of the good decreases, the price of the good decreases, its supply also decreases, its supply also decreases. So this is the called as a law of supply. So one commodity price increases, that goods to supply also increases. One commodity price decreases, goods to supply also decreases. So listen here, what is called the supply schedule? This is called a supply schedule. So it represents various amount of goods that seller other that seller for the sale at different prices is called the supply schedule. It represents the various amount of goods of the seller other or for the sale at the different prices is called the supply schedule. Schedule is nothing but list. So simply listen here. So for example, I show that one table about that supply schedule. This is one small table about the supply schedule. So listen here, this is the prices of the commodity, this is the quantity of the supply. So different prices, what quantity of the supplying by the seller at the price of 3 rupees 1000 pence. For example, if you take the pens 1000 pence supplying by the seller, when the price increases 3 rupees to 4 rupees, and their supply also increases 1000 pence to 2000 pence. When the again price increases 5 rupees, again supply also increases 2000 to 3000 pence, and price increases 5 to 6 rupees, supply also increases 3 rupees to 3000 to 4000 pence, again supply increases 6 to 7000, and price increases 7000, supply also increases 5000. Here, uh, listen here, when the price increases price increases, their supply also increases, and when the price decreases, their supply also decreases. When the price decreases, their supply also decreases. This is called the law of supply. When the price increases, supply increases. When the price decreases, supply also decreases. This is called as a schedule, supply schedule. And easily we can explain about that supply schedule through the this graph. So simply, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, y-axis. Listen here, I take that different values on the x-axis, that is the year 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, different points. Prices also 3 rupees, 4 rupees, 5 rupees, 6 rupees, 7 rupees, 8, 9, 10. Simply, so at the price of 3 rupees, at the price of 3 rupees, so what supply is there? 1000 is there. At the price of 3 rupees, supply also 1000. So here, and at the price of 4 rupees, price increases 3 rupees to 4 rupees, and their supply also increases to 1000, 1000 to 2000. Here one point is there, again price increases 4 rupees to 5 rupees, their supply also increases 2000 to 3000 pence. So we have to choose that here one point. And when the price also increases 5 rupees to 6 rupees, and your supply also increases pence, supply increases 3 to 3000 to 4000 pence. So here I put the one point here. Again supply of price of the good increases, this is the price, this is the quantity demanded, quantity of supply, quantity of supply, this is the price. Okay, so on the x-axis I am showing the quantity of supply, on the y-axis I am showing the like that price. So here, at the price of 7 rupees, at the price of 7 rupees, at the price of 7 rupees, how much is there? 5000 pence. So easily, after finding that points, so easily we can arrange that. This is called as a supply curve. SS is the supply curve. That supply curve goes to left to right upwards. Supply curve goes to left to right upward. Always remember here, supply curve always goes to left to right upwards, like that. Okay, this is called the law of supply. It's very simple answer, so easily, yeah, first write down that law of supply definition. This is the law of supply. definition and supply schedule, and then draw this table, and draw this graph. This is enough for the short answer purpose. Okay, right, thank you.